Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and it looks like we've got a pitcher who's not ready to go. Oh, I don't know. Gil is so close, I don't know why he's not so ready to go, but whatever. Zap's actually fully rested, so we're going to roll with it. We are in Cincinnati to take on the Reds, and just looking at the schedule, we just play the Reds a lot this year. But I didn't make the schedule, that's up to the game. So just get used to it, I guess. Here is Great American Ballpark. I think I've told my Great American Ballpark story on here before, but if not, go ahead and tell you again while we wait for the game to get going. So my freshman year at Wabash, I don't know if it's still like this, but when I was there, everybody took what was called a freshman tutorial. It was basically a class just to tell you or teach you how to be a college student. And you got to pick, kind of rank your interest. My number one interest was baseball, and I did get the baseball class with Dr. Butler, who is amazing. I love Dr. Butler. But as part of that, we were supposed to get tickets to a Cubs game at Wrigley. Well, that turned out to be tough to do. The college wasn't able to get that many tickets to a Cubs game, as Kester grounds out to second. So instead, we got tickets to a Reds-Pirates game right at the end of the year. And we went, we had a good time, but I left my wallet sitting on my bed in my dorm as I walked out to the bus or the van, whatever we took to Cincinnati. And I was still, pretty new freshman at that point. Only, a month into college or so. So I didn't really know people that well, so I just starved that day. Didn't have anything to eat or drink until we got all the way back to Crawfordsville and finally had access to my wallet again. So had a good time, but it probably would have been a little better if I'd been able to, feed myself. But I do think going forward, going to the Reds game instead of the Cubs was the deal after that. Because I know when my brother took the class a couple years later, when he got to Wabash and he took the same class, they went to Cincinnati. Pretty sure he remembered his wallet, but apparently they had a more rowdy class than we did. They ended up on the Jumbotron a few times during that game. So, yeah, I've not been back to Cincinnati since. That would have been 2004. Last time I was in Great American Ballpark. Probably a little different since I've been there. So, we'll get actually hooked into the game now. The Squirrels up 1-0. A runner on first with 2 outs. Frank is down 0-2. This is a fly ball into right. Hopper, well, actually, no, Hopper's not going to get there. I thought, actually, Frank hit it a little bit harder than he did. So it falls in front of him. So now runners on the corners for Tom. There are still 2 outs. He will swing and miss at a curveball. And that pitch a bit inside. Popped up. Foul. Is this going to get down in front of Shao? It will. That's going to score another run and keep runners on the corners, actually. So, 2-0 Squirrels. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Zach takes a changeup for ball 1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Just a bit inside. Ground ball, just foul. Not by much down the third baseline. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Reds finally out of the inning after 7 hitters. They're trailing 2-0. Shao is going to lead off, as he has, I'm pretty sure, all year for the Reds. Normal lineup in the game. Like you saw, Zap going to start today. Gil wasn't quite ready to go, but he is surprisingly fully rested. A couple close games with the Padres gave Zap some time to rest. And I will say, Zap usually better as a starter than he is a mop-up man. That's what got him to the All-Star game last year. So for whatever reason, at the first half of last year, we worked our starters hard, and so Zap was making a lot of spot starts, and he did well in all of them. He deserved his spot. Shao's going to pop up right to Zap, just behind the mound. One away, here is Norris Hopper. First pitch, a fastball in there for strike one. Ground ball up the middle. Joey grabs it, gets it to first. Second out of the inning. Might also note I'm drinking an old style with the game today. I don't think one's going to cause me to get too goofy, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. Guess maybe I should have waited till we played the Cubs to break that out, but it's never a bad time for an old style. I don't even think they sell it at Wrigley anymore, which is a damn shame. Ground ball from Derek Lee to Joey, and he makes a poor throw, but Terry able to recover and get back to the bag in time. So the Squirrels still up 2-0. Joey's going to lead it off for Indianapolis.
Number 20, Joey, shortstop.
Joey's average is dipped back down below 200 as he looks at ball one. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Called strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, here is Zap. He does have some at-bats this year, but not very many, and he has not gotten a hit in any of them as of yet. He is down 0-2 in this at-bat. And that will be a ground ball to third. Encarnacion to first, 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Kester at the plate. Nolasco managed 3 strikeouts the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester takes strike one. Bounces in that fastball. I think that only went maybe 60 feet. Fouled away. That will make it, well, keep it 1-2, I guess, should say. Swing and a miss on a changeup that bounced in, and that will end the inning. Much better inning for Nolasco there than the first. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead as we go to the bottom of the second inning, where Adam Dunn will lead it off. Although, yeah, this version of Adam Dunn, 3 home runs, not terrible for a month, but probably low for him. But on the plus side, he's batting .359. I don't even think he hit that in Little League. He's going to ground this to second, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here is Edwin Encarnacion. He's having a bit of a struggle to the start of his year, hitting .190, which is a little different when you're hitting 5th instead of 8th. He pops out foul, so that'll bring Brandon Phillips, who, if you all just saw in the news, surprised it took this long to happen, signed a 1-day contract to retire as a Red, which he is completely right. He's played other places, but when you think of Brandon Phillips, you're going to think of Cincinnati Reds in that time period when they were really good back around 2008 to, I don't know, 2012 or so, maybe. Phillips goes down looking. That will end the second inning. Still a 2-0 Squirrels lead, and they will start off with Marvin at the plate. That felt like a really short transition. I promise I didn't hit anything. Marvin pops this one into shallow center. Shao is... oh boy, I really thought he was going to get there, but must have short-hopped it. So here's Chief. Got a double in his first at-bat. Pops this one up. Hopper coming in. He's not going to... well, no, he actually did make that one. Oh my, Marvin took off like he definitely wasn't going to and makes for an easy double play. Although base running is not a strength of this team. Let's just lay that out there. So there are now 2 outs. Terry at the plate. He is down 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the third, still 2-0. And it's going to be Eric Ibar to lead things off for the Reds.
Number 2, Eric Ibar, shortstop.
Zap starts him off with a high fastball. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Makes it 1-1. Gets him to chase that changeup for 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is David Ross. He will swing under a fastball. Grounds it to third. Throw over to first. 2 away. Here is Ricky Nolasco, who does have an average. He's hitting 91. Which I think having anything above a 0 for a pitcher is just a plus. He grounds out to second, and we'll go to the 4th inning. 2-0 Squirrels. Frank is going to lead it off for the Squirrels in the top of the 4th.
Number 6,
Frank with the base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at a curveball for a strike. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Line drive up the middle, that will be a leadoff single.
Number 10,
So here is Tom. He also got a base hit in his first at-bat. Ground ball foul over by the third base coach. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Fouled again, not by as much, but still off to the left. Oh, chases a changeup. Had no business swinging at for the first out of the inning. Here is Zach. He struck out in his first at-bat. That pitch stays high. Check over on Frank. Line drive into right center. That might roll a ways. Zach thinks about second, retreats back to first. Frank is going to third all the way, as he should have been. So runners on the corners with 1 out. Joey puts this into shallow center field for a base hit and another Squirrels run. 3-0. Zap at the plate, runners on first and second. Still just the 1 out. Zap pops this up right to Brandon Phillips. Infield fly was called, but Phillips made the play anyhow. So here is Kester to start the third go-around of the Squirrels order. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch. That pitch up and away. Another swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Line drive through the right side of the infield. Zach stops at third, so that will leave the bases loaded with 2 outs. Here is Marvin. He has been batting left-handed. If I didn't say that earlier, I don't think I did. Line drive, will it stay fair? It will not. 0-2. Very shallow pop-up. Nolasco makes the catch himself. 3-0 Squirrels, though, as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning, and Shao will be back up for the Reds. Only 2 strikeouts for Zap the first time through the Reds order, Shao not being one of them. Starts off with a ball low. This one catches the inside corner for strike 1. Popped up foul. Tom runs out of room. Breaking ball too low. It's a 2-2 count. And that's going to be a line drive into right center. That's going to be the first hit and first base runner of the day for the Reds with a leadoff single. So here is Norris Hopper, as he will look at a ball. Swings and misses at a breaking ball. Swing and a miss again, makes it 1-2. And that pitch a bit too low. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, here is Derek Lee. Ground out to short in his first at-bat. Changeup just misses, as they'll check over on Shao. He is speedy, he very well could take off. Derek Lee with a 1-1 count. That changeup too low. Check over again. Derek Lee, a line drive into center. Marvin is going to let that drop, so that will put runners on first and second with one out, and Adam Dunn at the plate. So this could turn around in a hurry. Looks at strike one at the knees. Swings and misses at a fastball. Ground ball. Terry fields it, goes to second with it. Return throw, not in time. Runners on the corners for Edwin Encarnacion. There are 2 outs now. That fastball too far inside. Changeup elevated but in the zone for strike one. This one misses, either a little too high or a little too inside, maybe both. That ball nowhere close. 3-1. Fouled away. We got a full count. Runner on first will take off. Swing and a miss, and Zap is out of the inning. It's still a 3-0 Squirrels lead as we move into the 5th, and Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels. Chief 1 for 2 on the day. That curveball stays outside. That one in there for a strike. 1-1. Velasco starting to wipe his brow already. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Called strike 3. One down. Here is Terry. He is also 1 for 2 today. First pitch called a strike. Fastball down and away. Changeup misses as well. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 2-2. Line drive, but foul. Too low. We've got a full count. And that's going to be a walk. First one of the game for either side. 1 on, 1 out. Frank is 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. Not that we necessarily need the runs at this point, but it would be nice to see Frank really get into one and put it over the fence. He's got a 1-2 count at the moment. Hits this one. Oh, Encarnacion makes a leaping grab. Terry gets back to first. Good defensive play there. I did think that was a hit off the bat. That's going to be it for Nolasco. Looks like Johnny Cueto is going to take over. Obviously, this game had no idea what Cueto was going to become. Tom 1 for 2 on the day. Also, be nice to see him go yard. Usually Frank and Tom are neck and neck in home runs. I guess they still are, just with none of them. Race hasn't started yet. Line drive up the middle instead. That will be a base hit. 2 on with 2 outs, and here is Zach. Remember, he struck out his first at bat. I don't remember what he did last time. Takes a ball. Another ball. There's a called strike, though it did look low to me. Not that they asked. Foul ball down the third base line will make it 2-2. Cueto does not get the call on the changeup. Runners off on the full count, but Zach swings and misses to end the top of the 5th inning. Still 3-0 Squirrels. We go to the bottom half of the inning, where Brandon Phillips will lead it off. All right, first pitch to Phillips is down and away. And misses outside again. Ground ball. Get off of Zap's glove. Joey is able to clean up the mess. So mark that one 1-6-3 if you are scoring at home. I'm sure you all are. Eric Ibar looks at strike one. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 2 away. Nobody on base. David Ross ground out in his first at bat. Breaking or changeup rather, out of the zone. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Then breaking ball bounces in. Pretty much the same pitch. It's a 3-1 count. Fastball up, but in the zone. It's a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Whoa, and he just uncorks a wild one there. So David Ross will draw the walk, brings Cueto to the plate. First pitch is a foul tip. Ground ball towards second. Kester takes care of that, and we will move on to the 6th inning. Still 3-0 Squirrels. Joey is going to lead things off for Indianapolis.
Number 20, Joey.
First pitch to Joey is a ball. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-1. Another swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, here's Zap again to get one more at bat. So we do want him to finish the 6th if at all possible. He's behind on a fastball. Looks at a fastball, 0-2. Grounds this one to third. Encarnacion to first. 2 away. Here is Kester. 1 for 3. Got a base hit in his last at bat. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch, a little bit of a high hop to third, but Encarnacion makes the play, no problem. It's more of a long hop than a high hop. Suppose that makes a difference. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-0 Squirrels, and the Reds are at the top of their order. Shao 1 for 2 today. Got a base hit in his last at bat. Looks at strike 1. Puts this one towards second. A little blooper that Kester catches on the fly. So here is Norris Hopper. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Just misses outside. Hopper with a good eye there. Same pitch. Hopper again lays off. That's now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So here's Derek Lee with the bases empty and 2 outs. Changeup misses. Breaking ball misses. Breaking ball misses again. It's 3-0. Zap finally starting to get tired out there, but we only need one more out of him. There's a fastball over for a strike. Changeup. Oh, Derek Lee hit that a long way. That is going to be the Reds' first run of the game. His 4th home run of the year, a 423-foot shot to dead center. And that makes this a 3-1 Squirrels lead. Now here's Adam Dunn. He's put the ball on the ground twice. He will look at strike 1. It's a ground ball, just foul. I'm actually not so sure that wasn't over first base, but it is called foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Zap out of the inning. The Reds do get a run on a solo Derek Lee homer. The Squirrels will start off with Marvin in the 7th inning. Marvin will continue to bat right-handed. And he looks at a changeup that stays outside. And another changeup not real close to the zone. called strike. Harvin didn't like the call. Frankly, I didn't either. Very similar pitch, same call, so at least we're being consistent. 2-2. Looks at strike 3. All fastballs down and in. 1 away. Here is Chief. Does have a double in the game. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball off of Cueto's glove. Phillips able to pick it up and get it over to first. That likely saved a hit. Terry's been on base twice, a single and a walk. Struck out in between there. Looks at strike 1 here. Fouls it away. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-1 Squirrels lead. The Reds will start off with Edwin Encarnacion after the break. We'd already planned to take Zap out, but the fact that he's gassed just confirms it. So we'll bring Nakai in. Terry, I do believe, made that last out. So that'll bring Sweeney in to play first. A little afraid I pulled the cord on my microphone, moving it back, but I'm also a little afraid to try to adjust it. So we're just going to leave it alone and hope for the best. Not help for the best. Encarnacion 0 for 2. Ground ball, a high hop over Nakai's head. He did make a play for it, but couldn't cut it off. Joey able to get the grab and get it over to first in time. Sure, there's a handful of shortstops that could not have made that throw, but Joey does have a very strong arm over there. So Brandon Phillips 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at a ball. Another ball outside. There's a curveball in there for a strike. Outside makes it 3-1. Swing and a miss makes it a full count. Swings and misses on a curveball. That's the second out of the inning. Eric Ibar has struck out in both at-bats so far today. So he looks at a ball on a changeup. High fastball. He does not chase it. Fastball. Oh, too low. I thought that one was a strike. But 3-0 instead. Nakai lobs over a changeup to get strike 1. Similar pitch gets a swing and a miss. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Curveball not in the zone. That will be a walk. We're going to get a pinch runner. Here comes Pickles in for Ibar. From a 11 to a 15. The scale only goes up to 15, I should note. David Ross looks at strike 1. Oh, started to show bunt, pulls it back, and Pickles is dead meat. Nakai, quick to the mound, throws pretty hard, and Tom with a strong arm. I think David Ross was dead meat as soon as, or Pickles rather, was dead meat as soon as David Ross pulled back the bunt. Frank 2 for 3 on the day. Watches that pitch go down and out. There's a called strike. 1-1. Cueto nearing the end of his rope, it seems. Gets a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Looks at strike 3. 1 away. Here is Tom. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Watches that pitch bounce in. There's a called strike, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here is Zach. He is 1 for 3 today. That fastball pulled outside. Excuse me, pulled by Cueto, not Zach. Swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss again on a very hittable fastball. Ground ball that gets through the middle for a base hit. That's going to be it for Cueto. The Reds will go to John Reinecker to try to get out of this game. All right, Joey 1 for 3. I believe that Zach took off, and he is thrown out, and that will end the inning. Our team does like to run. They're not very good at it, but they like to do it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Squirrels still leading 3-1. David Ross is going to lead it off for the Reds. It will not be Nakai on the mound. Bring Hermida in to do the setup work. Zach was last out there getting thrown out, so that will bring Quinton into the game. All right, David Ross walked in his last at-bat, ground out in his first one. Swings and misses at a curveball. Bounces in a curve. Ground ball to short. Joey on to first. 1 away. Here is Reinecker. Looks like he's going to get to hit for himself. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Shao. 1 for 3 on the day. That pitch just inside. Swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Change up for a swing and a miss, 1-2. Curveball, another swing and a miss, and that's it for the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Squirrels leading 3-1. Joey is going to come back to the plate to open up the inning. Fresh count, bases empty. Joey 1 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So here's Sweeney, his first at-bat of the game. He's going to line drive into right, and that will drop in for a base hit. A very speedy runner aboard with 1 out. Kester, 1 for 4 so far. Swings and misses at a fastball. Swings and misses again, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sweeney steals second base. So here is Marvin with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Watches a curveball bounce in. Called strike, makes it 1-1. Pop up, Reinecker will field it himself behind the mound, and that will end the top of the 9th. Reds need 2 runs to stay alive. They're going to start off with Norris Hopper at the plate. We will get Shibuya in here. Did much better yesterday than he did 2 days ago. Into Marvin's spot, which will bring Miyake in to play center. Right, Hopper 0 for 3 on the day. He will look at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. High breaking ball. Hopper does not chase it. He does hit the fastball into right field for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard brings a tying run to the plate in the form of Derek Lee, who already has a home run in this game, responsible for the sole Reds run of the game. Hits a ground ball to short. Joey on to second. Kester on to first. Not in time. So one away. Runner on first for Adam Dunn, also extremely capable of making this a tie game. Looks at a strike on a fastball at the knees. Another fastball hit hard to second. Kester has to wait for Joey to get to second, which gives Dunn enough time to get to the base. Reds down to their final out. Edwin Encarnacion at the plate. Looks at strike one. Pops up foul. Tom should have room, and that is... Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh, goodness. No matter. Shibuya strikes him out on the next pitch, and that is your ball game. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 3, Cincinnati Reds 1. We will take a look at the highlights. All right, Terry's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got another one with the Reds tomorrow. We'll see you then.